build on Josh's question just a little bit, Andrew. You talked about the weather is the most difficult to write, which does sound pretty complex in the way you have it set up. What is the thing that you write where you're like, "Ah, this is the part where it just flowed and this felt so good and like this is the kind of writing that's my jam. What is that for you?
Actually, it's having the elemental magic side of things. Um, because I love
So the
doing the whole.
easiest is when you get to control the weather. Okay, all right, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
easier when I
Right.
can control the weather.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and everything. It's either when I control it versus when I have to guess and be like, okay, sun's position, carry the one times 1,000. But no, like just using the elemental magic and in each of the stories. And you'll see plenty of that in the Scorched Hunter. Mostly the fire aspect of it, because this is a whole different set of. And Josh is familiar with the word Ruto. This is a whole different set of Ruto in comparison to the Ignite Moon. The Ignite Moon has its set of Ruto, and the Scorched Hunter has its own set of Ruto. And yeah, oh yeah.
I like it. I like it. All right, I got one more question for you. So I'm curious because earlier I know you're a big comics guy. You do a lot of DC, a lot of Marvel, all that stuff. So I'm curious. You mentioned you haven't read a ton of fantasy. So why didn't you write like a superhero book? And then what made you decide to do fantasy and what kind of inspirations do you have? Like is it from maybe movies or other things besides books? What about that?
Well, I mean, in a way, there's a little bit of the superhero stuff. I mean, with uh, the Ignited Moon, you got the electrical powers, you got static shock. I've expanded a bit more as far as what I read. I mean, I've read John Gwynn, Joe Abercrombie, Andrea Stewart, Mark Lawrence, and then most of what I took inspiration from is, of course, Tolkien and George R. R. Martin. Um, though of course, and I always like to throw this in. I'm way faster when it comes to the which the poor old man. We can't keep reading all that poor old man. But anyway, man. You know. But yeah, no, I took inspiration off of Tolkien, took inspiration off of that, and then I pulled from the kind of the animals that exist in America with the bison and the snakes and everything to create the cobra swifts and the storm bisons and well, of course the chief foxes. There's foxes in America, but then there's cheetahs in Africa and so on. And then we went full Mel Brooks after that. So
Nice. Love it, man.
may the short be with you.
I do have to
All
say
right.
though that like my friend, like I think sometimes that people think you have to like people always say like read in your genre. Totally true, right? But I think that sometimes people really aren't considering that I read a lot, as you guys can see, right? I know Chris does. You can see his books, but like sometimes it is limiting, right? Like and
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
right?